So those of you who have been following the channel lately know that I just got back from a trip to Japan, and that's what some of the episodes here the past couple of weeks have been about. We have about one more to go before we're done with that series. But one of the things when I was prepping to go to Japan that I realized was I don't have a good pocket size Bible that I can take with me. You know, the Bible that I normally teach from, my teaching Bible, is pretty hefty. And this is not fun to pack, especially when luggage is a premium and you're going on a trip that doesn't involve specific Bible teaching. If I'm going to teach somewhere, then this is what I'm going to take and use. But sometimes I'm just going on a normal trip and I don't need a full study Bible. I don't need all the notes that I've made in my Bible over the years, which if you've seen the video here on the channel about why I write in my Bible and why you should write in your Bibles as well, check that out. I'll link it in the video description. Now, I do have some smaller Bibles. In fact, back in seminary when it first came out, the Holman Christian Standard Version that came out around the time I was finishing up, I picked up a slimline version of that. And I used it for years. It's kind of worn. It's got some notes in it. But there's a couple of problems with it. One, it's double columned, and two, it's not necessarily pocket size, although it is a lot easier to take with me than one of the big study Bibles. And so this could work something like this, if you're looking for an easy travel Bible. But sometimes I want something a little smaller. Years ago, when I was studying for a couple of weeks over in Cambridge in the UK, I also picked up an ESV. This is actually the first edition of the ESV, and it's the anglicized version. So everything's spelled English rather than American English, extra U's in places that we're not used to seeing them and things like that. And while I was there, I picked up a little plastic book cover to put on it since it was a paperback. And this has lasted me. I mean, I got this in 2003. So over 21 years, this has lasted, but it hasn't been regularly used. I love how small it is. This is truly a pocket Bible, and it's the whole Bible. It's not just the New Testament. So this was great size-wise, but I honestly don't love the ESV as a translation. And this one is also double columned, which I also don't love. Then last year at SBL, I did find a single column Bible that I actually really like, and that's the English Koran Tanakh. I've reviewed this here on the channel along with the Hebrew English Koran Tanakh. And this is a great little compact Bible. The only problem with it, obviously, it doesn't contain the New Testament. This is the Tanakh. This is a Jewish Bible, not a Christian Bible. So as awesome as it is, it's single column layout. I love it. Check the video where we reviewed it, but it still wasn't fully what I needed as a Christian. And so after realizing I need a good, very, very compact travel Bible that I can take with me, that's not a full study Bible, but that is single columned and that's in a translation that I think is fine and I enjoy using, I ended up settling on a CSB compact Bible. This came just today. And so as much as I loathe unboxing videos, there's no box to unbox. It just has this slipcase. So I'm just going to show you this and why I picked it as my go-to travel Bible. So before I show it to you, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, we would really, really appreciate if you do that. It absolutely helps us when you like videos by Disciple Dojo, when you subscribe, and when you enable notifications when you subscribe, that little bell icon, you click that. All those are completely free and easy ways for you to tell YouTube, I like this channel, I want to see more of it. And then that in turn tells YouTube, hey, maybe there are other people out there that want to see more content like this. So very easy way for you to tangibly support this ministry. All right, let's take a quick look at this CSB single column compact Bible. So here it is. I got I don't know what this is called, leather-like. It's not actual leather. What's the leather touch? There we go. Leather touch. And I got it in navy because the binding I have on my main study Bible is also in navy. So they can be a matching set. The main study Bible that I use for teaching, of course, is the NIV Archaeological Study Bible from Zondervan, which is sadly out of print. So Dojo viewers, keep letting Zondervan know, hey, bring this Bible back because we'd really like it if you would like to see it back on the market. But this is the only one that I found online that had what I was looking for. So here's the back. It lets you know, for those of you that always ask me about font sizes in video comments, I don't know. I usually don't check, but this one tells you right on the back, 8.25 font. So before leaving comments saying, do they have it in large print? No, it's a compact Bible. Compact Bible and large print, they don't go together. You have to sacrifice one or the other. That's just the way it goes. And it gives you a sample here so you can see, but this is what it looks like. So we'll take this off. And here's what you're going to find inside. Quick table of contents, the intro to the CSB that tells you about the translation choices, what manuscript they gave preference to, how they handle the name of God in the Hebrew Bible, then the abbreviations that you're going to find in the notes. Then you're into the Old Testament. And this is why I got this Bible. It's single columned. I love single column. I don't like double column Bibles. I think with single column, you can see the flow on the page a lot easier. And especially if there are sections that have like a chiasm, for instance, and you want to mark those in color, it's easy to mark a chiasm in a single column than in double columns where you're having to go from one column to the other. It can just get pretty jumbled. It also reads more like a book rather than a reference. So reading single column is easier. Double columns, the benefit, it saves space, especially when compared to a truly pocket-sized Bible. You can fit more text on the page when it's double column. But in terms of ease of reading, I think single column is definitely the way to go, especially when you get to poetry. As I'm reading through the Psalms or Ecclesiastes or even prophetic books like Habakkuk, being able to see how the text is structured in a single poetic format is just incredibly beneficial. Now, this is obviously CSB as a Protestant translation. They do not offer the Apocrypha. It'd be cool to have a CSB translation of the Apocrypha, but that's probably not happening since it's a Southern Baptist-owned publisher. So after Malachi, you come to the New Testament, and right at the beginning, again, you see the beauty of having a single column layout, the genealogy of Jesus. It looks, and you can very much clearly see this is a genealogy. And so again, compare this to what you might find in a double column layout, and this is just a text block full of names. Save space, that's the pro, but the con is you miss seeing the genealogical information laid out and easily separated from the prose material. Now, if you want to know why this matters, check out the video interview here we did with Nancy Dawson and all the genealogies of the Bible. She spent 20 years studying and writing about biblical genealogies, and it matters how they're presented in the text. So take a look at that. I'll link it in the video description as well. Then at the end, there's the CSB Concordance, which I could take it or leave it when it comes to a pocket Bible. For a study Bible, I think a concordance is great. But just in this day and age, especially with the ability to find verses immediately on Bible apps or just by even doing a Google search, I just rarely find myself using concordances in the back of any Bible. But I know that there are people for whom they are very helpful. So this one is not exhaustive. It's about 50 pages, and it might be helpful for a number of readers. Then there are a couple of pages, and they're double columned for notes. So this being primarily like a travel Bible, what I would see me using this for is maybe jotting down the names or contact information of particular churches that I visit, or making quick notes, like somewhere if I'm at a conference or listening to a message or somewhere where I don't have my keyboard in front of me, or maybe my phone is not available and I just need to write something down quick. I mean, that's kind of what I could see using this for. But others may want to journal or write down insights from certain passages or whatever. So a little bit of that at the back. And then you come to a few maps, 8 to be exact. And again, for me, this is not really a selling point. It's kind of hit or miss. I mean, maps I think are great and they're a necessity in a study Bible, but for a compact, pocket Bible, something you're going to keep in the glove compartment or in your purse or just somewhere where you have quick access to it, I don't see these as tremendously necessary, but they're not bad. And then that's it. So just some things to keep in mind if you're looking for a good compact Bible. You'll need to decide, do you want Compactness, in that case, I think a double column would be the way to go because they are almost always smaller. And this one literally can slip right in my back pocket. But the trade-off is double column and really, really tiny font. Or do you want something that's not quite as compact? You can compare these in size. So this would have trouble fitting in your back pocket, but it would be very easy to throw in your luggage or in your purse or in your car glove compartment, wherever. This is very portable. It's a little easier on the eyes. The layout is cleaner, but the downside is, at least from what I found online, single column is not available in every translation, at least in this compact size. I think I found a New American Standard single column that I'm not New American Standard, it's okay. It's a little more on the literal word for word end. I wanted something kind of in the middle, so that's why I went with CSB. But a New American Standard would be fine. Other than that, though, I didn't see too many single column compact pocket-sized Bibles out there. So that's something to keep in mind if you are a translation tribalist and just can't see yourself reading any particular translation. But anyway, that's why I went with this one. I'm going to be using this. I'll probably take it with me when I travel, just so I don't have to put this big guy in my suitcase every time. So those are my thoughts and something to think about when you're selecting what compact travel pocket-sized study Bible is right for you. Let me know what questions you have about compact Bibles in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them if I can, but ultimately it just comes down to what you're looking for, what you need, what you prefer. At the end of the day, any Bible that you can easily take with you and that you will read, that's the one to go with. So I hope this short video was helpful. Again, if you appreciate this ministry, if you appreciate this channel and you want to support us, best way you can do it, subscribe and share our videos and let other people know about Disciple Dojo. Stay tuned for more here at Disciple Dojo. That's all for now. In the meantime, as always, keep training.